It's definitely not a great time for the music industry and fans, as the world has lost one of the greats in the industry. And I'm talking about Artie. While condolence messages continue to stream in, you know what else is streaming in?
It's why my kids get mad, because I'm telling them, like, yo, I'm gonna live.
Right.
Like, y'all want me to die.
Right.
And not enjoy life. I'm gonna enjoy life and do certain.
Right.
No, Dad, but you can't do that. I'm like, guys, stop me.
All right.
Theories about what really happened to her. Now, I know that VB was unwell for a while and most likely passed on due to complications from his diabetes. But as usual, we have people wondering whether there may have been any foul play, with people asking questions like, didn't he just sell his label's catalog for some outrageous number? We've even had people connecting his death to Diddy, calling it karma and stress-related for the things he did to women. Others are also saying that it has something to do with 50 Cent, something about him dying on 25/25 and 25 plus 25 totaling 50. It's been wild, but let's just get right into it. Okay, we know that Irv Gotti played a key role in hip-hop and R&B records for decades, working with artists like Ja Rule, Ashanti, and DMX, each of whom saw massive commercial success. His signature production style blended hip-hop beats with melodic hooks and influenced a wave of rap and R&B crossover hits that were inescapable from 2001 to 2004. Among them were several multi-platinum hits with artists like Ashanti, Ja Rule, and Jennifer Lopez. His production credits also extend to records by Kanye West, Memphis Bleek, Fat Joe, and Christina Milian, among many others. He also released several albums under his own name. Unfortunately, his family confirmed the news of his death after he was hospitalized, and the general assumption was that he died due to complications from his diabetes. Irv was actually pretty open about it.
All right.
You know, my diabetes, my number's been high. So they just wanted me to. He's like, Dad, you can't do drink champs.
All right.
What it does is it starts deteriorating your body.
All right.
So.
And you good? Like, you got it under control?
No.
Oh, wow.
When my number gets too high, shot.
All right.
I told you, if you eat something and it tastes good, it's better.
Even too much fruit is sugar, depending on the level of diabetes.
Struggles with diabetes, saying he wasn't consistent with taking his insulin and noting that his doctors had encouraged him to change his diet, which he was struggling to do. Irv also said that his levels had shot up and that, at some point, his diabetes became uncontrollable. But when Irv had a stroke in August 2024 and had to use a cane, a source reported about his condition, saying, Irv has been struggling with diabetes for years, which caused him to have a minor stroke over 6 months ago. He has since changed his diet to eating more healthily and has been successful in making a full recovery. Irv is not in a rehab facility. He is at home with his family, enjoying his life. Unfortunately, he had another stroke recently. However, upon confirmation of his death, people online have been saying that this could be more than just complications caused by diabetes. And one name that has come up a lot in relation to his death is 50 Cent. Again, like I said, people were talking about Irv dying on 25/25 and 25 plus 25 totaling 50. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but to some people, the death was karma for what he did to 50, or that 50 may have had something to do with his death. Now, let me take you back a little and explain this beef with 50 Cent so you can see where people are coming from. Their dispute dates back to 1999 when a close associate of 50 Cent allegedly robbed Ja Rule in Southside Jamaica, Queens. At the time, Ja Rule was the leading artist on Irv's label, while 50 was just emerging in the rap scene. This incident fueled animosity, leading 50 Cent to release Your Life's on the Line in October of that year, directly targeting Ja Rule and the label. The tension then escalated in 2000 when 50 Cent and Ja Rule clashed at an Atlanta nightclub. Things intensified further in March of the same year when members of G-Unit and Irv's label engaged in an altercation at the Hit Factory studio in New York. 50 Cent ended up being attacked. Following the incident, Irv Gotti and Ja Rule claimed that 50 Cent filed a protective order against them. Not long after, 50 Cent was shot 9 times outside his grandmother's home in Queens. A federal investigation later suggested that Queens drug lord Kenneth Supreme McGriff who had strong ties to Irv Gotti, was involved. For those who recall, Irv's career faced some setbacks in the mid-2000s due to an FBI investigation and a raid of his label's offices over alleged ties with Supreme. Although he was ultimately acquitted, the case damaged the label's reputation completely. Allegedly, Irv's label orchestrated 50 Cent's attack on Supreme's behalf in retaliation for 50 mentioning Supreme in Ghetto Quran, which detailed the inner dealings of not only the Supreme team, but the underworld of New York at large. In the song, 50 Cent recalled dealing as a kid, but also described Supreme's crimes. He referred to Kenneth McGriff as Prem and described him as the respected businessman while characterizing his partner, Prince, as the one who got the dirty jobs done. So, for a long time, people have speculated that because of that, Supreme was the one who put the hit on 50 when he was shot 9 times. There has also been speculation that Irv was the one who gave up 50 to Supreme, allegedly. Even though there were no receipts to prove that Irv had anything to do with the incident involving 50 Cent, what followed was a long feud between the two. In 2017, 50 Cent threatened to slap Irv and exchanged jabs with him over their respective BET shows. In 2021, 50 also publicly criticized Irv for his comments about DMX's death. In August 2024, 50 Cent mocked Irv's health struggles after reports surfaced that he had suffered a stroke and was using a cane. 50 Cent took to social media to taunt Irv, referencing a line from his 2002 hit Wingsta, saying, "Damn homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. WTF happened to you? I want him to get well so he can catch my next wave." He also posted about Irv's recent hospitalization, captioning his post, "Damn, I wanted him to see my new shoes, yo." And after the news of his death was confirmed, 50 Cent posted a photo on Instagram of himself smoking next to a grave headstone that read RIP and added in the caption, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him."
Hello?
Well, they had beef until death did they part.
As you know, when someone is consistently saying to you, you ain't it for you're not even loyal, I made you, I made the world want to you, you know what I'm saying? He would say, he would say, want to you because I made you look like that. I made, in those exact words.
So, for a long time, people have speculated that because of that, Supreme was the one who put the hit on 50 when he was shot 9 times. There has also been speculation that Irv was the one who gave up 50 to Supreme, allegedly. Even though there were no receipts to prove that Irv had anything to do with the incident involving 50 Cent, what followed was a long feud between the two. In 2017, 50 Cent threatened to slap Irv and exchanged jabs with him over their respective BET shows. In 2021, 50 also publicly criticized Irv for his comments about DMX's death. In August 2024, 50 Cent mocked Irv's health struggles after reports surfaced that he had suffered a stroke and was using a cane. 50 Cent took to social media to taunt Irv, referencing a line from his 2002 hit Wingsta, saying, "Damn homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. WTF happened to you? I want him to get well so he can catch my next wave." He also posted about Irv's recent hospitalization, captioning his post, "Damn, I wanted him to see my new shoes, yo." And after the news of his death was confirmed, 50 Cent posted a photo on Instagram of himself smoking next to a grave headstone that read RIP and added in the caption, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him."
Hello?
Well, they had beef until death did they part. But honestly, I doubt 50 had anything to do with Irv's death. Anyway, like I mentioned, we also have people connecting Irv to Diddy, saying that stress may have contributed to his death because he knew he would be going down for Diddy-related cases. Now, I know y'all know that Irv was hardly a saint when it came to women. There have been stories about how he really treated some of the women he worked with. Now, on the Diddy connection, people pointed to an old interview Wendy Williams did with Karine Superhead Steffens after she released her book. For those who recall, Superhead was one of the first people to expose Diddy when she talked about how Irv Gotti pretty much passed her off to Diddy at a party. In addition, Back in July 2024, an unidentified woman alleged that Irv Gotti assaulted her over a 2-year period between 2020 and 2022. While Irv denied the allegations, people still believe there were probably more cases like this, and because he knew authorities would be narrowing down on him, the stress contributed to his deteriorating health. Again, it is a bit wild to have all these Diddy connections, but it's Hollywood, guys. And in Hollywood, people always try to connect deaths to something sinister. But do you think there's something suspicious going on here? Are they hiding something about the death? What are your thoughts on the Diddy and 50 Cent connections? Let me know in the comments below.